Hi, guys. Before you begin this week's episode, I just wanted to have a chat with you. Last week's episode, the breakup, was very intense. I think we could all agree. And I've had a lot of amazing feedback and support, and I haven't been able to respond to everybody. I'm trying my best, but at the same time, it's been difficult. But I'm just so grateful for everyone. And honestly, it's really helping me pull through. And so when I recorded this episode with Yesenia, this was recorded a few days after I found out he cheated on me. And I think we could all agree when we are going through a breakup, our emotions are very up and down, and it's a process. It's not just okay, you cheat on me, it's done, bye. You start thinking of you start getting really sad, you start processing everything. That episode was literally the day that it happened, so obviously my emotions are on high. I'm pissed, I just want it to be done, I want this to go away, and I still want this pain to go away, but it's been hard. And when I recorded this episode, that morning, him and I had a conversation, and it felt good, actually. It felt like I felt really calm about everything, and I'm at a point where I'm just I just don't want to feel angry anymore. I just want to heal. And so I told him okay, just go be with her and I will support it. I just want you to be happy, And so I told him that, but I felt good about it. I was in a mood that day that I felt really happy, and I was ready to just move on. But of course there's a part of me that was I don't want to move on. I want him back. And I think we all go through that, right? Because it's hard to just not talk to your best friend. So that's what my mindset was at during this. I was okay, no stuff, we're motivated, we're excited, let's go in, let's move on, let's heal. But deep down, I was obviously still madly in love with him and wanted him back. So just keep that in mind when you watch this episode, because I know editing it, I realize you're coming from the breakup episode where my emotions are on a high, and this one's you're kind of whoa, I thought we was just done with him, So, and again, it's a process, and this is literally just the beginning of the healing process, and I'm not perfect. This is not a one and done, I'm over him already. It's not that. This takes time, and this was a part of the story. All right, well, I hope you enjoy the episode. I love you all, and enjoy. Growth therapy. Okay, are we ready?
I'm ready.
Yay.
Yes, I'm so excited.
Hi, guys. It's me, Stephanie Megan, your host of Growth Therapy. And guess what? I have Yesenia Berbiar back in the building. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I've been, doing fine. 2020, I think we're all, going through it.
2020.
How are you?
I'm feeling a lot better.
Yes.
It's been a really rough year for me. But right. I always say it's a good year.
And I just feel you were definitely just such a happy, jolly person last time, but I feel it even more this time. Yeah. As soon as I walked in, I was oh my God, she's just so, you just had the biggest smile on your face. It felt so welcoming. And I was okay, it's gonna be a good one. You've really helped me on the show the last time you came on. And it also really affected a lot of people as well. I feel a lot of people have told me that episode was their favorite episode, because it just felt you know, it was like, it just felt so raw, and you just had this like, it's like not only were you, you know, helping me through with the messages and everything, like you were also just so like heartwarming, you know. So
thank you so much. Well, that is my purpose, to reach as many people as I possibly can. And you know, so if I can help one or I can help 100, it's great. It makes me feel like I'm actually doing what God wants me to do. So it's really good.
And so, and just a reminder for everybody, you know, how does, you know, being a spiritual medium work?
So, you know, a lot of us are born with this gift. I was born with this gift. If you all remember from our last session, my dad, you know, died when I was 7. He took his life, and I used to talk to him all the time. And he was really my, you know, one of my full apparitions that I constantly saw. And so through that, you know, just the messages for me come through dreams. They also come through, just as we're talking, they come through a film, clips. I actually feel the person. Now that I've actually suffered a stroke, strokes victims are constantly coming to me now because they know, I know what they feel, and they're like, you know exactly what I feel now. So that's been very interesting. And so I feel it, I sense it, I hear it. I think I just got the works. I always ask for the works.
Right.
So that's how it happens.
Right. And I think all of us kind of have that intuition.
We all do.
There's been so many moments where I'm like, I dreamt of that. Like I felt like I knew that this was coming.
Yes,
you know, and
absolutely.
And I think that's why when people say like go with your gut, like that's what you kind of really dived into, and you really just use that to help people, you know.
Absolutely. And I can't stress it enough that, you know, the little feeling that you have here, your gut feeling, is really your angels talking to you. It's really God talking to you, or whoever your higher being is really talking to you and guiding you, because that's never going to steer you wrong.
Right.
You can test it as many times as you want, and it's not going to steer you wrong.
Yeah.
And when you're doing something wrong, it just doesn't sit well here. But when you're doing something right and you're heading in the right direction, everything seems to be flowing very well.
Right. I agree.
Do you agree?
I feel like that's definitely.
And you have to remember, Stephanie, I don't remember our reading.
Yeah. And that's what you told me too. You don't remember.
I don't remember one bit.
I remember so much. Okay. So where should we go from here? Do you want to do the cards first? Do you want to do reading? Like, what do you?
I just want to bring in your loved ones. And I also want to just tell you, you know, from the moment you walked in, obviously, as well as you, you know, just the way you felt me happy, I feel you renewed. I feel you happy. I mean, there's, you know, if I didn't know any better, I mean, there's a whole lot of baby energy around you. There's so much happening. Love life. I mean, it just feels like, wow, like maybe you were off the track, but you were near your track, and all of a sudden you're on the track and you're like really speeding along. And that makes me so happy. Definitely have grandparents here. You know, grandparents are like, you know, massaging your back and saying, how are you doing, you know, and just saying, like, I also hear wedding bells. So it's very, very exciting for me. So I'm excited to see how far off I am, or how close I am to everything. But I know that you don't have kids, but you have that baby energy around you. So whatever that may be, whether you're pregnant or you're going to get pregnant, if you don't plan on getting pregnant, be very careful. Okay. Because the energy is there.
Okay.
Okay. And so I have to talk about the person that had the cancer, a grandparent feeling. Who had the breast cancer or the lung cancer? Who's my smoker?
I was a smoker. I don't think any of my grandparents smoked. My grandma had cancer. Your grandma had cancer.
Okay. And I'm also feeling the heart, because I had that stroke. So I'm feeling all the heart malfunctionings in so either someone currently has high blood pressure or diabetes. They're telling me, like, you really have to be careful with our health. This is more on your mom's side of the family. So do you know if mom or someone in that side of the family has diabetes or high blood pressure?
Not that I'm currently aware of.
Okay.
Yeah.
We haven't gotten checked. We need to go get checked. Okay.
Yeah.
So, and it could be a variable of things, like it could be the pandemic. Everybody's afraid. We're all staying home. We're all not eating as healthy. There's just so many things. And of course, being so afraid of just leaving your house right now, and everything else that's happening in the world, obviously it's going to weigh on us. So really just be in tune with what your angels are telling you, and just, listen to the signs when they're saying maybe don't open up that bag of chips or something like that.
Oh gosh.
I think it's more for you, like,
yeah.
just, you're not supposed to open it, but you're still opening it.
Right.
So, okay.
Right.
So they're really looking after you. Okay. And I know I've had several, I've actually had several clients with a lot of suicides that have been happening. How are you connected with the person that committed suicide?
That's my cousin.
Okay. And this just happened this year? No, it was last year.
It was last year.
Okay. But I don't remember talking to this cousin of yours last time. The person was still alive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. He's here. And he's so proud of you. And he says, I'm sorry. Like, I shocked the family.
Yeah.
And he says, no one ever expected this from me. He says, and I'm sorry. I was just so confused, and there was just so much on my mind, he says. And it was, sometimes we make mistakes, and sometimes it's like a domino effect, and then you just don't know how to go back, or you don't know how to recover from that. And he just says it was too much, and I think I was either with the wrong people, I had the wrong advice, and he just says, I really, really regret what I did, and I feel really bad for my parents, but I do feel like he has a grandfather with him and grandmother with him.
Okay.
Do you know if his grandparents have passed?
It would be the same set of, I don't know his other side of the family, but we share the same set of grandparents.
Okay.
And both of them have passed, yeah.
Okay. And see, my heart hurts a lot right now. So I know he's hurting a lot. And he says, I know I've hurt the family. And he says, I'm sorry. I think he has been anticipating this day. Like, he's probably been the first one. And the funny part is that I've had a spirit here for the last 2 days.
Oh, really?
Yes. And just roaming around, walking up and down. I'm like, it's not your turn yet. Like, I don't know when your appointment is, but it's not today. And I did have clients yesterday, and I did not feel him like I feel him today. So he has been here for 2 days, just kind of hanging out, just saying, okay, I'm kind of waiting for my turn. I need to talk about boyfriends. I feel like you're like so in love. Like, you're like, I don't know, you've healed from a past relationship.
Yeah.
And you're glowing. So we need to talk, because we really need to talk. So I don't know, what we can and cannot say.
I am, but I don't know how much I should say.
Okay. So I just know you're happy. And I just know that you're on the right path.
Yeah.
You're scared.
Yeah. Well, we did break up, but I am very much, I'm like not ready to cry. I'm very much in love with him. But it's just I don't know.
When you're afraid and you haven't been at this part of your life before, everything is going to feel so like so unreal or so unattainable that the first thing we do is we freak out and we end the relationship, and we just find any excuse to just end it, because we're not on the same ride. We're not on the same bus that we've been on before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we're afraid, and we'll do anything to just...
Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like I am going towards the right path 100%. I just don't know if, like, he's the right path or not. I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not.
So we're going to do an angel card reading now, just to see what your angels have to say about your relationship, because I keep hearing a keeper.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I keep hearing a keeper.
Yeah.
He has his, all of us, we all have our insecurities. And I know there's something that doesn't sit well with you in that relationship. Like he's not stable, or he's just not commitment. So is he not good with commitment?
He's struggling with it.
Okay. Why is race coming up?
Race?
Yeah. Are you guys different race?
Yeah.
Okay. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
And it's just for him, I think in his mind, it's a different culture, or it's a different race, or something about just not having confidence in himself. And I'm just trying to get to the bottom of it. The other thing I want people to know is that it's not that I'm invading his space right now, because he has free will and he has his own angels that will allow me to visit or see a little of him. But I'm not invading him without him knowing. So of course I have to be respectful in that respect as well.
I'm like, invade his privacy. Tell me what you know.
Everybody wants to.
I give you approval.
You don't know how many people. You don't know how many people come in and tell me all about him. And
Yeah,
it's like, okay.
I need to know exactly what's going on.
What I do know is that he's very passionate. What I don't agree with is either the drinking or smoking. So does he smoke pot?
No.
Okay, who was my pot smoker?
A lot of people in my life, but he doesn't smoke.
Okay. Why do I feel like this feels familiar with the pot smoking? Did I tell you to stay away from people that smoke pot? Okay. There's nothing, look guys, there's nothing wrong with that. If free will, you guys can do it. I am not judging anybody. But when your angels tell me there's a certain reason why, whether it's lungs, and I know it's very medicinal, I'm not even going to go there. I'm just telling you what my angels are saying.
Do you have more? Because there's a lot of people in my life that do. That's why it's hard for me to.
Okay. Who has the J name, like the John or James? Who's James or John or Jack? Someone with a J name.
I can't think right now. J.
You have homework to do. Or even Jane. Like it could even be a girl, like a Jane name.
I don't know.
Okay. Like I said, put it in your back pocket.
Yeah.
Hey, Jack Daniels. Who drinks Jack Daniels?
I don't know. No one that I have seen lately.
Okay.
I might I feel like sometimes I know later and I don't, like right now I can't think of.
Okay. But this is good because typically in a normal reading, at the moment we're just thinking about ourselves and what's happening around us.
Yeah, I'm like,
we could care less about anybody else right now. So it's usually not until you leave my office that you're like, oh, I know exactly who she's talking about, right?
That's what happened last time. I was like,
oh really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there you go. Okay, so let's focus back on you. I'm telling your angels, let's focus back on you. And remember, because we were talking about your ex-boyfriend, which I think he's still going to come back into your life, but even though we're talking about him, then all this other stuff started coming out. So it could be someone that's even related to him or associated with him. Okay, so just think, because if he's hanging out with these people, or this group of friends, and they're feeling depressed, your boyfriend's also going to pick up some of that energy.
Okay.
How many times have you gone into a room, a restaurant, a bar, and the energy's so thick and negative that you immediately become angry?
Yeah.
Right?
I've been there.
So that's exactly what I'm talking about. So if he's hanging around with that type of people, a lot of confusion could be happening and stuff like that. But what I want to do right now is I'm going to do an angel card reading, and I just really want to know what your angels have to say about the relationship.
Please, because...
Here's the other thing.
I want to say more, but I'm like...
And here's the other thing. Before you even got here, it's funny. I was like, okay, she's just going to take the ring off so that I don't see the ring, because that's how committed I really feel that you should be at this time.
Wow.
Okay. And obviously,
This is
you
very
know,
interesting.
I don't listen to your show for a reason, and that's because the least I know, the more meaningful this is.
Right.
Yeah, see the different, it's okay to be different card. And teamwork, you guys weren't working as a team. The fear card. I know you
I have
still
so many
nervous?
questions about him. I'm like,
Oh, we can.
what does my grandma think?
Oh my God, your grandma's so ready to send you so many kids. It's like you're not even gonna know what to do with all of them. But I'm happy for you.
Oh my God. Wait, how many kids am I getting?
I see 3.
3?
Yeah, I see 3. Well, actually, she says 3 to 5.
3 to 5?
Yeah, because 5 is a lucky number, but I think realistically, it's more like 3.
My body is like already hurting. I'm like,
Actually, you're gonna be a wonderful mom.
thank
Like,
you.
you really superly.
I feel like in my heart too, I'm gonna be. I can't wait to be a mom, but I could wait at the same time.
So here we go. The good thing about the reading is that you don't have any cards that are blocked. Everything's wide open. And this isn't just in regards to you and your relationship with, I'm going to still say boyfriend, because what have you guys been separated for like 2 months? What's with the 2 weeks, 2 months?
It's been very up and down. I don't even know.
Okay. You've been kind of,
Yeah.
because it hasn't really truly ended. You guys kind of have been in and out. So here's the thing. Both of you, imagine what you would see, feel, think, and hear if your wish came true. Like, honestly, really think about the foundation of your relationship. What would that be like? So your angels are telling you, start imagining, start manifesting. And then it's telling you it's okay to be different. You don't need to be like everyone else. You're perfect just the way you are. And I think this is a huge separation for both of you, that you're not okay with each other with how you are. You feel like you need to be better or you need to be more. Well, how about settling with just the way you guys are? Because you don't have to be like everybody else. And then teamwork. So this one tells me, we have to work as a team. We have to communicate. And I really, as I'm doing this reading, it almost feels like deja vu. You're either always running out, walking out, or just shutting him out and just saying, we're done. We're not going to talk about this anymore.
Right.
Yeah. So we need to work on this, girlie.
Okay. He does it too.
Your angels just showed me you. Obviously, I am respecting his space. But if it's happening on both ends, this is why the reading is for both. And that's why that's the teamwork card. But, and then here, love heals fear. Again, in the relationship, you don't have to bully each other. Like, don't hurt each other more, especially if you want to mend and heal the relationship. This is the number one mistake that everybody makes. When we get upset or we're hurt, the first thing we do is we lash out with hurtful things that we can never take back. That the way you made that person feel at that moment, that person will always have, they may forgive you, but they'll always have it in the back of their head. I remember, and it hurts every time. Now, your cards they do say to set your sights higher. So yes, in that sense, telling you, hey, if this wasn't enough for you, then you need to set your sights a little higher. So, okay, we come back, we talk about, these are my expectations. And then the last 2 cards that I love about the relationship is you have the soulmate relationship. So even if you guys haven't truly separated, this can still work. This can still work. And I think it's very scary for you. So your angels are telling me it's complicated. And every time I hear it's complicated, there's probably someone from the past still involved. So we also want to talk about that. All I hear so many voices in your head. There's so many things going on in your head. It's like,
I want to yell it out. I'm like,
yes. Your angels are now going to do a reading just for you. not the boyfriend, just for you. Because I want you to understand where you are today and to see what your angels have to say. Like, are there is there anything that they want you to fix, okay, or change? And don't let me forget, I want to definitely tap into the baby thing.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I think that's like every woman's like desire and like in a reading, like tell me about the baby.
So when your cards are upside down, you have blocks.
Oh shit. Okay. Sorry, I'm just like cussing up the story. Usually in my like regular podcast, I don't have any filter and I'm like just saying what I want. But then when I'm with Yesenia, I'm like, I have to be respectful. Like I don't want to be like, you know.
No, I don't want you to change who
holy
you are. I definitely don't want you to change who you are because your audience loves you for who you are. So you don't know.
Yeah, I was just raised, you know, when you're with like, you know.
Elders?
No.
She's trying to say I'm an elder.
I just feel like you're like my aunt, you know, like when I'm around like my aunts or like, you know, my like, my elders. Yes. That sounds awful. Elders. No.
Gosh, my aunts. I'm still so young at heart.
No, my aunts. Like I have to, you know, not be. When I'm around my mom, I'm not allowed to cuss. So.
Well, there you go.
So I'm like, but I still do.
So here we go with your reading. First card is stay focused.
Okay.
We're all over the place. We want this, but we want that, but we want here and we want there. And I think that even just in your own mind, in your head, your heart is everywhere. So, you know, your higher beings are telling you, stay focused. What I really like is that you have the energy healing. And you're not only healing yourself, but you're starting to heal other people. Your show has definitely changed a lot of people. And that, you should feel so proud of that card coming up and saying thank you.
Yeah.
Stay focused, though, and trusting. See, you have a hard time trusting people. You have a hard time trusting yourself. And so, therefore, your angels are telling you, start learning how to trust yourself, your intuition, because we all have it. And the other card that was upside down is Detach from Drama. What I really love in this reading, not only do you have the energy healing, but you also have the health and healing, right? You also have a new dawn that says that the worst is now behind you, and new and positive new experiences are in the horizon. So that tells me that the bad is done. Not only do you have one healing card, you have two healing cards, you have three healing cards, 4 healing cards.
Wow.
A lot of healing happening with you right now. And a lot of healing that you're doing, right? So, you know, I
just got a healing candle.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. There you go.
Yeah.
But you're a powerful healer. Keep up the great work. Like, your angels are so happy with you right now. And your mother healing card, you know, sometimes moms, we're not perfect.
Yeah.
But when you become a mom, you're not going to be perfect. But I know you're going to get closer to your mom because you're going to need her help and her support. Yeah. And I feel you already as being a mom, and that's going to be really good. You have to accept heaven's help. And the best card of the deck. Oh, my God. Well, not only, I mean, you have a lot of good cards here. The New Dawn is one of my favorite, but not like the Alchemy card. And the Alchemy card tells you that you have the Midas touch right now, and that every project, you know, turns to that you begin turns to gold. What you're doing with your podcast is so amazing. I could already see you having your like own show and everything. I mean, you have your own show, duh. But it's like having going bigger. Yeah, going bigger. You know, and I want you to see yourself there. Yeah, this is huge. But what are the 3 things that we have to do? Let go, trust, and detach from drama.
Okay.
And believe me, we love drama. Yeah. We love drama. Everybody is like right there. I can't miss this podcast because there's going to be drama. There's drama all the time. But there's a way to process drama, go through it, and then let it flow. Let it fly away. Let it just detach. Right. Doesn't mean you need to carry it on your sleeve the whole time. Right. And this is truly amazing. You know, this is truly, truly amazing. Not Not many people get such a good reading like this.
Really?
You know, some have all the cards are upside down. You know, some, I mean, for you, I've never had what I call I don't know, not a trifecta, because that would be 3, but you have, 4 healing cards. You know, not only the health and healing, but you have your energy healing and you have the heart healing.
And I just got my healing candle.
She just got her healing candle. Like, how
Yeah.
great is this? So if you didn't believe before, I hope you're believing now.
I'm definitely in it. That's why I came back. I'm like, I have to see her.
I was so excited when you reached out and said we have to have a follow-up, and I'm like,
You do.
I haven't heard from her in a long time, so that made me happy. I'm like, oh, I must have said something good.
And the whole
Something
episode was
right.
amazing. And the fact that I was like, I obviously do the episode with you, but I have to watch it. I have to, listen to it, and then I have to promote it. So it's like, it's like constantly, I'm constantly listening to the reading, so it, like right now, like I said earlier, I could have a moment of like, okay, or maybe it is, like there's certain things I like don't get right away, but then when I hear it back, I'm like, oh, like it like clicks, So I think, do people usually record their
Absolutely.
readings? Okay.
I always encourage, my clients to bring a recorder, because we only retain about 25% of what we listen.
Right.
And we'll lose you after an hour. So it's like, I have to go get a bag of chips or go get a drink because I'm thirsty now, whatever the case may be. We really our attention span is very limited. So I always tell people, bring a recorder. We can record it on your phone, because it gives them that opportunity to go home and really let it sink in. Now, the downside to that is for me, because the next time I see someone, it's like, do you remember you said I was going to be able to have a baby, and the doctors told me I couldn't have a baby? Well, my baby's born. Like, I had a boy, and I'm thinking, I said that. I'm like,
You're like,
wow,
I don't remember.
I don't remember. This week I've had 3 clients call me and say, I'm pregnant after trying for 10 years.
Wow.
And just naturally getting pregnant. Another girl just had a baby 2 months ago, and she just gave me a call not too long ago. And she's like, I can't thank you enough. The doctors had really told me, because she had, a lot of health issues, I would never be able to be a mom. Wow. And her baby's 2 months old now.
That's amazing. Oh my God. So I'm really going to have a baby.
Yes. Yes.
It's like, I know I'm excited, but it's like, oh my God.
No, she's going to have 3 babies.
3?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Not all at once, I hope,
Yeah.
but maybe, I don't know. But what I love is you have the free will, and you can always be a mom. And if you don't want to, if you choose to have a life and just enjoy it by yourself, then that's okay also.
Yeah.
I want your audience to know that they don't have to have a child to be a full woman or to feel like they fulfilled their life, because maybe this life is just meant for you to focus on yourself.
Exactly.
And that's okay.
Yeah. I think I definitely want to be a mother. It's just a matter of like, I just want to make sure the circumstances are okay for them. Like I don't want it to be something very difficult.
Why do I feel abandonment issues? Where's the abandonment coming up?
I feel like I get this all the time. You brought this up in my last one too.
Did I?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I feel like I feel like I kind of struggle with what abandonment issues is.
So it's not technically like my dad ran out on me and never came back.
Right.
Which could be part of it. But it's more like, when the trust card came up and it's upside down, it feels like you've been around people, whether it's family, friends, boyfriends, and you feel like you finally have a connection, and then they just walk out and they abandon you. So you feel abandoned. Like, what did I do wrong, and why did you abandon me?
Right.
Like, you have so much support from heaven that
I feel it too. There's been moments where I'm like, this like didn't just happen out of nowhere. Like, I feel like, sometimes like certain things happen. You're like, someone was definitely watching over me in that moment. Absolutely.
So do you want to talk a little bit about what's happening, and we can start tying things in together?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. Should we start with the baby?
Let's start with the baby. I am so waiting.
I know. I feel it in you. You're like, we have to talk about the babies. Okay, let's talk about the baby. I don't know. I don't know who the baby daddy is. Will I be married? Is it just one father? Like, I don't know.
You will have one father. Just know that, well, this is your show. If you're going to be sexually active, just know you have a lot of baby energy around you. So if it's makeup, sex, or whatever kind of sex, just know that the energy around you, you have a little boy that's hanging around you that's saying, I want to come.
Right.
And if I didn't know any better, I would have said, Stephanie, are you pregnant? Like, because that's how strong it feels. Right. It's not the physical, it's the energy. And you're dying to be a mom. You're dying to settle down. So the fact that it feels like the stars are starting to line up, but I keep hearing complicated. So we need to talk about the complicated. Is he involved with somebody else?
Yeah.
Okay. And so he's married.
No.
But he's committed.
I don't know. It's like it's something that I don't really understand. I don't really.
Here's the thing, though, because it feels like with the commitment, it feels like he needs to end whatever it is that he has going on if he truly loves you.
Yeah, 100%.
And I know he loves you.
Yeah. I
know he loves you. It's just, and I think he's the right person for you.
Really?
I do think so.
Yeah. No, I mean, like, it is kind of like we have this connection where it's like so good. Like I can't even put it into words like how amazing it is. It's just everything around is just not, it just,
well, then
all the complications, 2020, I don't know. It's just
complications, drama.
There is like, okay, so I guess I want to know about the ex-girlfriend because she keeps coming back into his life.
Yeah. Because she feels like she owns him. She feels like she shouldn't be treated like this. I don't feel like he loves her.
Yeah.
I don't feel like he loves her, but do they have a kid together?
No, but I believe... I always felt like
miscarriage or something.
I have no idea. I always feel like they're gonna end up together and have kids. That's just like my gut feeling.
Well, and here's the thing that you have to really be afraid when your mind starts playing games on you.
Yeah,
it's really easy for you to say, "Oh, you know what? I feel like you guys are gonna move, live together or have babies and stuff like that." When that's truly what you want to have with him.
Yeah.
So what you're doing is you're manifesting for their relationship to work and not yours.
Yeah.
So we need to reverse that. And we need to say, I truly, thank you, God, for having him in my life and making him part of the rest of my life. Like committed. Because we have to be very careful with what we manifest. When we continue and manifest and send out that energy and say, hey, I really feel like they're going to end up together. What you're doing is you're really pushing that energy so that they could get back together. When in reality, you want him and it feels like he really wants you. Mm-hmm. But when you become negative, it's really easy for him to turn around. Mm-hmm. It's very easy for him to just detach and say, well, if you don't want me, then I might as well go with someone that does want me.
I mean, that's kind of exactly what's like happening, I guess.
Why would you give him up?
Because he cheated with her.
So he cheated with her. That's complicated.
So, yeah.
It's complicated.
That's why I'm like, I don't, that. Like, I mean, yeah, I mean, I don't know. It is. Because it's like, it's very much... like we're very much in love. Like I don't doubt that he like loves me, it's just like I don't know why.
I believe that you guys haven't fully committed to each other. And I wish I could talk to him. We should actually have a session, all three of us.
Yeah,
I think so, because then I think that we would be even if he and I had a private session where we could really get to the bottom, to the core of why his insecurities.
Yeah. That's, yeah.
Because you could be too much for him, and he's feeling very inferior. And with the other girl, he feels very superior.
Yeah. I feel like that's kind of where the issue kind of is, for sure.
Okay. I still see him in your life.
God damn it. Last episode, I'm like, he's over.
Well, I mean, the fact that your soulmate relationship is coming up, you know, did you manifest? Like, have you been trying to manifest the husband?
Like, I've been trying to manifest having kids for sure. Like, I always say, like, it's gonna, you know, I'm ready, whatever. I'm ready, but I'm not ready. Like, it's kind of like, it's more of a, it's been, like, even asking my friends, it's been more of a conversation. I'd be like, oh, like, it'd be so cute, you know? Or like, I'd be a great mom. Like, I would talk about that a lot.
Yes. And that's really good. But now you're missing the main part of it.
Yeah, the man.
The man. Hello. We need to manifest the man.
I know, which I do need to do. I manifest the kid before I manifest the man.
Exactly. So come on. It's like, you know, what comes first? I know. Look, remember, before you can build the building, you have to have your foundation.
Right.
It's so important for you to do that.
Yeah.
So I would have, because again, I still feel that he's part of your life. So he's still contacting you. He's still coming in and out of your life.
Yeah, we talked this morning.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you guys are going to meet up because I feel like you guys are going to see each other.
I told him if he wanted to see me, he'd have to come here because he doesn't live here.
Okay. Then he definitely needs to come here.
But I can't. It's up to him. Like, I can't.
And I don't expect you to. I don't want you to.
No.
That's why the healing cards, all your healing cards, is because you're healing. You're healing through all of this. So I would say, you know, really go home today and think about what you truly desire, what you truly want in your heart.
Right.
Because if it's not him, then what was it about him that connected you so much that you guys fell in love with?
Mm-hmm.
And I really would like for you to take maybe the last 3 main guys that you thought you really, really loved and list everything you really loved about them. Whatever your list is, I want you to put it up somewhere where you could see it every single day. And you tell heaven and God and your angels, thank you for bringing me my husband who's going to give me 3 kids. And this is where we're going to live. And I think you're going to have a dog. So you have, did you have a dog that passed away?
No. Oh my God. But he is.
Cats? Okay. Who had cats? Because I have cats right behind you, but I also have a spirit dog laying down here.
My roommate has a cat that I just moved in. And I have a dog that is like 13, 14 years old.
Okay.
Oh my God, he's going to die soon.
No, I'm not telling you. No. The dog that I'm seeing is already dead. Like, he already passed. So whose dog passed away that's with you?
I mean, I had a dog from when I was younger. Huh? But we gave her away. And I don't know what happened to her, but she probably did pass. Well,
she's here with you.
Yeah.
Okay. And you also have cats back here.
You said that last time too.
Well, I don't know where your cats are coming from.
Is it like with an S, like more than one cat?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Am I getting cats?
Well, when I see them behind you like spirits, that means that someone's cat died and is here with you. So do you know if your cousin had cats? Do you know if your grandparents had cats?
My grandparents didn't have cats. I don't know if my cousin did.
Okay.
I don't know.
Just know you have.
But you said that last time too. You're just like, immediately you're like, I see cats.
Yeah.
Like, I'm allergic.
I'm seeing cats again.
Yeah.
So if you haven't had cats, no, you may have cats, but you're already living with someone with cats. But the ones that I'm seeing are spirits. And it could very well be that your angels are telling me you have to mention cats.
Okay.
So there you go.
Maybe I just need to get a cat.
I think so. And maybe another dog later on. But
yeah.
But I think you're a good mom in that sense anyways.
Yeah.
I'm going to go back to the boyfriend thing. You know, you really have to decide whether you want to let this go and heal. Your cards kept saying healing heart, you know, healing others, healing your whole situation, even healing mom. So a lot of healing to do there.
Yeah.
And it's going to hurt. It really is going to hurt. But
yeah.
I don't think this is over.
Really?
I don't think so.
Is this the only, what? Is he the one? Is he like the father of my kids?
I can't say that 100% because you both have free will.
Yeah.
If I was to say, I would have already said that he would have married you.
I think he would have. I don't know.
I think they need to have a conversation. I think you need to have a very long conversation with him. And I think that you both need to really, truly, and be honest and put everything on the table. Where do you see yourselves? What is it that she has that made him go back? Was it an insecurity? Was it something that, he's lacking? Yeah, a safety net because you're superior than him. Is this something that's going to happen continuously? So if so, then that should be the first red flag to say, nope, if I wasn't number one and I wasn't important enough for you, then there's no room for you in my life.
Right.
So then I don't understand why you're having conversations with him.
I don't understand either.
People, we don't understand. Okay, so
I don't even think my angels understand.
Your angels, because you're really hoping and wishing that this can work.
Yeah.
And I do feel that there's so much chemistry and there's so much love there that the first thing you do is just push it away. And so he ran off. I mean, it's just, so we just need to have that full conversation of what you truly want. Because do I see you guys happy? I definitely see you guys happy. I know this is not the end.
Wow.
But if you choose for it to be the end, then that's your choosing.
Right.
In every relationship, we're going to have to forgive at some point because we're not perfect. But when it comes to cheating, then you have to really have that deep conversation. Mm-hmm. Look at your foundation. Are there cracks in my foundation? Am I going to start a relationship with cracks already? Because then my house won't last.
Right.
Okay. But when your soulmate card came up with spiritual energy and foundation and all of that, that means that you could renew the relationship because you guys have been apart for a little bit. Mm. And now that you guys come back, set your sights higher because these are my expectations. And if you feel like you can meet them, mm-hmm. then there's no room in my life for you.
Right.
And as much as that hurts, then we need to refocus. Manifesting the man that you want. You're manifesting the kids because I can feel all of that energy.
I'm like already have their closet picked. Like I just
she has everything picked, but I really want you to see the ring on your finger. I really want you to see the wedding. Like for me, your angels are showing me a beautiful wedding, not very big, but very meaningful. Mm-hmm. And all of your friends are going to be there. All of your family. It doesn't have to be like super expensive, but very meaningful. A lot of good things coming your way, but you're so afraid. And you're holding on to this big ass luggage that it's not giving you the opportunity to go out and really grab what you want in life. Well, let's talk about, your show. I mean, I think you have so many followers. You have a lot of people that believe in you, that trust you, that you have helped and healed in so many ways that's really great. And it just feels like it's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And there's a book behind this.
There's a book?
Yeah.
I'm going to write a book?
You're going to write a book, Broken Girl, and how she ends. And it's going to be awesome.
Oh, my God. Actually, I've thought about doing a book, but that was before I even started the podcast. That'd be cool to write a book.
That would be very cool. I think you're very smart and you're capable of doing it.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, interesting. Yeah. I'm trying to think of what else do I want to know. I feel like the first thing, of course, was my love life and where that was gonna go, and nothing from my grandma. I thought I would hear more from her. I miss her.
Your grandma. Yeah, no. Well, she's just hey, she's all into the boyfriend thing. So, of course, your grandma just does say she stands behind you. She's always hugging you. She's always around you. Do you tend to have a lot of things on the floor? I don't know if she like trips over cords or she trips over clothes or she trips over stuff and she just says, like, help me not trip because I don't know how to float yet.
Okay, I need to clean my room. You know what's so crazy? I was just like, I was packing, you know, and I've been actually really keeping it clean in my room and stuff, but like it's just been lately a mess because I've just been depressed. And I was like, watch my grandma come on here and tell me I need to clean up my room. And that literally just like that's crazy that you just said that. I'm like, yeah. And then like my mom is like literally, I was FaceTiming my mom the other day and she's like, wow, looks like your room's really clean. She's like, but let me see the floor. Everything looks organized on top, but what does the floor look like? So, and then, but the floor at that day was clean and she was like, okay, cool.
That is too funny.
That's crazy that she said that. She probably was trying to make a connection to that.
She's also telling me that I'm supposed to be celebrating a birthday. So last month, this month, or the month coming. I really feel like August. So what's in August?
Morgan's birthday.
Okay.
The guy.
The guy. Okay. Well, she's saying happy birthday to him. So I don't know if she sees you guys celebrating his birthday. But then again, you know, it's you guys have free will. But she's just like, she's super excited. She says, I'm excited for that. She just wants you to be happy. And she wants you to know that you deserve the best. Mm-hmm. And don't sell yourself short.
Yeah.
I think you sell yourself short. The other thing is...
Oh, talk on the mic, sorry.
Oh, sorry. Talk on the mic. Sorry, the mic. No. But the other thing is that anytime you start a relationship, don't immediately think like you failed. Like it's going to not work out, because I think that because every relationship hasn't worked out, that immediately you already send off that vibe. And they're telling you, don't send off that vibe. Like she's telling you, have faith that this one is going to work out.
Right. I agree. I always do that. I'm always like, this is not going to work. This is my next ex.
It's my next show.
This is my next ex. Yeah.
Do you sometimes, and this is just your angels talking, it's probably your grandmother because she's like very vocal right now. Do you feel that if you were to finally find someone and commit, that your show wouldn't be the same?
Yes.
Oh, girly. I think it would even be better.
Really?
Yes.
I know that has been my biggest fear.
Yeah, because, okay, so broken girl's not broken anymore.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, right? It's like, am I fixed? Like, how the hell?
She's
yeah.
Fixed. But now when we talk about healing, now imagine how you can heal those girls that are going through the same thing that you went through. Mm-hmm. But when you find that true love that you truly manifest, and he's there with you, and he cleans your butt, and he does all of that, and he doesn't care. He doesn't care whether you're pretty or not, or
he would
have
definitely
your
clean
hair
my
up.
butt.
Yeah.
I mean, sorry, that sounded. I didn't mean that like in a. Like,
that says a lot. That says a lot, right? That says a lot.
I didn't mean that like in a sexual way. I just meant like I feel like if I, whatever.
If
anyway, just
so,
yeah.
Believe me, if I've been lucky enough or blessed enough to have such a wonderful husband, I know that you have the same opportunity to have that with your own husband.
Yeah, whoever he is.
He's closer than you think.
He's already here.
He's already here. You just need to have a talk with him.
We just need to have several conversations.
You should. You know what? I'm offering you a free session with him.
I know. I mean, next time he's in town, I might actually take you up on that offer.
Hey, let's go here.
If he ever does come in, I mean, who knows if you'll show up.
He's going to show up. Okay.
But I want to talk about the last session because like what happened there and why we are in this situation now. So again, there was a lot there. I want to go to like the key points that happened. So I remember you mentioned a lot of things with my grandma. There's a lot of conversations with my grandma, which were very, very spot on. But you talked about my relationship. And I remember you said there was somebody coming from a breakup 6 months prior that was going to come back into my life. And at that time it was confusing because there was like 2 guys I kind of broke up with around the same time, like 6 months prior. So I'm like, who is that? And you said like he's in a commitment relationship, he's married, he's, you know, and I think we spoke about it afterwards more about it.
Okay.
And you're like, if he's not married with her, like there's a commitment. And then afterwards you said that she's like, I don't know if this is the one that you're going to be with, but someone is going to be in your life and it's an August baby. And that was Morgan.
Okay.
But I thought Morgan was, because he also was the ex that came back.
Oh.
But so I thought initially, I was like, because we were kind of just talking at that point. So I was like, oh my God, my grandma's telling me to stay away from him. So I'm like, I got to stay away. And I was trying to stay away because he was in a relationship at that time, or he was getting out of the relationship with soon to be the girl that, you know, kind of comes back along. So I'm like, oh no, I gotta try to stay away. And we just couldn't, just because obviously chemistry and everything happened. So, and I was like, wait, maybe it is him because he's an August baby. You said he was a Leo, but he's actually the cusp of Leo and Virgo.
Got it. Yeah, he's more of a Leo though.
Yeah, he definitely 100%.
Yeah.
And so it was like very confusing at times, but as, you know, life went on and things happened, you know how I said there was like 2 guys at the same time 6 months prior that I kind of ended things off? Well, the other one came back and he's still with his girlfriend and he wanted to have a conversation. And I guess you were telling me, he's been kind of like looking out for you, like thinking about you. And clearly he was. So that's why he reached out. And so, and anyone who listens to this show knows exactly what I've talked about it, knows exactly what I'm talking about. So he came back and I was like, I'm just going to talk. I feel nothing for him, but I was like, I'll just have this conversation. So I told, you know, the dude that was currently with the August baby, Morgan, I told him that I was going to talk to him and he didn't like it. And it like kind of was the start of the ruined relationship, was because of that.
Yeah. And
because he was like, why would you do that? Like, yada, yada. And I remember, I guess my grandma was telling me to stay away. That's not good, you know? And so I don't know. It was just kind of interesting because it was just like, I don't know if that guy is necessarily trying to ask for me back, but he's definitely been trying to communicate and letting it known that he's been thinking about me.
But he's still committed.
I think so. From what I've lurked on Instagram, he doesn't ever post pictures of her, but I've looked on hers and I believe they're living together.
So he's committed.
Yeah.
So you need to stay away from him.
Yeah.
And here's the thing is you had such a good relationship with Morgan,
mm-hmm.
and obviously probably in Morgan's eyes you cheated first.
Yeah.
So now we're kind of equal because you didn't say that beforehand. We are all about like really digging into
right.
Morgan. But now it's making sense because it's really on both ends.
Right.
You're superior. You're going to choose what you want to do. But I think you and Morgan are supposed to be talking, right?
Mm-hmm.
You really need to commit to each other.
Mm.
I think that you guys...
That he felt really betrayed. And since that encounter with my ex, and I've never met up with him. I ended up not meeting up with him. But, you know, it was like I was going to.
So
and so he was like, yeah. And I told him, I was like, I'm going to go talk to him. And he was like, why would you tell me not to talk to any of my exes, but then you go talk to your exes?
Right.
Like, it doesn't make sense, you know? And I was like, oh, shit. And I didn't realize that what I did was fucked up. So
yeah, I'm not going to say the F word, but yes.
Yeah, so I was like, what? And then everything just kind of, since then, was like, he kind of held that against me. And so even when he cheated, it was kind of like...
He brought that
Even
up.
though I was like, I didn't actually meet up with him. So I don't know. So it was always kind of a battle of like, well, you did it worse. And he's like, well, you did it first. So kind of just like a,
right.
You know.
So either you guys have to bury that and let it go and start new, because I think that you guys have a really good chemistry.
Mm-hmm.
I think you have a relationship worth saving.
We'll see. Till next time. Till next time. We'll
it's
figure
really
it out.
about your self-worth and what you truly want, Stephanie.
Mm-hmm.
You need to know that you're worthy of being happy. You're worthy of being loved and not have to worry, whether the person that you're with is going to, think about somebody else or want to be with somebody else.
Right. Right. I know it's a lot of work. A lot of healing.
Marriage is a lot of work. It's not easy. And when you're ready to be happy and choose your happy life and you're happy forever after, that you pick up that phone and that you honestly say, this is what I want, this is what I'm feeling, and this is what I want for us.
Right. I guess we have to have a conversation.
You do have a
only time can tell.
Oh
I'm like, what else is going on in his mind? Can you reach out to his angel? Can you reach out to the ex's angels? Like, can you like talk to her? Can you say something to her? Like,
I think that, I really do think that the ex is again, she's also a girl hurting.
I know.
She's also a girl hurting. But jokes. But I also feel that she feels that he's the one for her. And I just think that relationship is really broken. That relationship is just, it's not a healthy relationship. That is not a healthy relationship. But she doesn't know anything else other than that. Mm. And that's why she holds on so much. Yeah.
Maybe I should bring her on the show. Just kidding.
You should bring her on the show.
I would love to have her, but I don't think that she would. I don't know. I've never met her. I've never talked to her, so I don't know.
Again, your grandmother, very proud of you. And she just thinks you're funny as heck. And you're just funny. And she says, when you're crying and you're behind and you don't have cameras in front of you, I'm still with you. She says, I'm still here. Just don't let me trip over your stuff. But I'm still
I think
here.
She's just telling me I need to clean up.
Yeah. But I see great things for you in your future, and I can't wait for you guys to get together and talk. And if you do get married, I want to be invited.
We'll see. What if the I was like,
she's already committed. Whoever you are out there, Morgan, she already committed.
But there's another thing too. Yeah, you also mentioned you were like something with the big bed, something with like a move, and I ended up moving.
Okay.
So you like predicted my move, and it was like a jump too because of the rent was way higher than my last rent. But it was time where I was living. It was definitely like I've been there for a while and I needed to upgrade. And when the opportunity presented itself, at first I was a little terrified because I was like, I do like my little extra money here. And then I was like, wait, no, I think it's time to really. So I made that move. And so I just always reflect back to it. I'm like, that's crazy. Because it just kind of was like at that time, I didn't think I would have this opportunity to live where I am now. With the roommate that I have. So it was
it's good. Yeah. And just know it's temporary too.
Yeah.
It's temporary. So I do see you in your own house.
Okay, good.
Just so you know that. Okay. I do see you owning your own house.
Like just me owning it, right?
Yes.
Because I was like, I don't want to share it.
Well, you will with a husband.
Yeah. I don't know. I've always had this goal that I will like buy my own house. Like that's something that like I will have.
You will buy your own house.
Yeah. And
you're so connected. What's with Pasadena? Why are you connected to Pasadena?
I don't know.
In a Craftsman house. House, Pasadena. Don't know why it's coming up for you right now.
Okay. I guess we'll just stay tuned.
I guess we'll stay tuned. Stay tuned. But for some reason, I really just like the vibe of Pasadena for you.
I remember when I was like really young, I was like, if I had to choose anywhere to live, it'd be Pasadena when I was younger. I never thought that since then, but like that was always kind of like Pasadena would be kind of cool.
Well, there you go. I think that's coming back into your life.
Wow. Okay. We'll see. Okay. Stay tuned. Don't get too excited. But and then there's another one too. Oh yeah, this wasn't on the show. This was like right when we were saying goodbye. You were like, do you sing? You're going to make music. And I was like, no, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. And with me and Morgan, we connected because we made music together.
Got it.
And we made like a little little EP, little small kind of project, and we put it on SoundCloud. So, but yeah, we just did, and that was kind of like the project that kind of, that we did just, for fun. It wasn't anything to really take serious, but we just did it because it was like a way that we just had fun together,
Well, I think you need to continue singing.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's so amazing. I can't believe I told you that.
Yeah, you told me that. You're like, wait, like it was like the last thing that you needed to tell me. You're like, music. Your grandma's telling me music.
Oh, and you have your music card at the end here.
Oh, I did.
Music for manifestations.
Oh, that is, yeah, I did notice that. Does that mean like...
Well, that means that you continue making music, and you tell Morgan, hey, you come back because we need to continue making music and beautiful babies.
Oh my gosh. I mean, I feel like he'd be down. That's like crazy to think. But I don't know. We'll have to see. And a lot of work on. But I think from what I remember, those were the things that really like stuck out to me that kind of like actually played out within the last year.
Wow.
So,
well, and that's why I always say if it doesn't make sense at the time, put it in their back pocket, because I don't know, sometimes your angels are just telling me, hey, it's like having conversations saying, oh, I see this. Oh, wait a minute. I see this too. Hey, don't forget to mention blah, blah, blah. And so even as you're leaving, they're like, saying stuff. By the way, your grandma's cooking now. Something about always cooking or something like that. And I also see pies. I don't know why she's showing me pies. So I don't know if they're like pies like this or like a pie. But she just says not to mention the pies. So they're stuffed pies? I don't know about stuffed pies.
I remember. She did cook a lot, and she was very much always in the kitchen.
So just a lot going on. Obviously, I wish you the best. If you ever find yourself in a bind, just call me.
Yeah.
And we'll do a reading, and we'll just get you back on track.
Yeah.
You are on the track that you're supposed to be on.
I feel like I am. I think the last time that we did a reading, I was almost on that track, but I wasn't there yet. Like, it was really just like, it was just a mess. And like right now, it's like, not everything is perfect, but I know myself more. Yeah. So I feel like no matter what, I still feel confident I'm going towards the right direction. So maybe that's why the readings were so different in that sense.
Yes.
I feel like last time I was just like, it was a lot of my grandma just like reminding me of my self-worth. And because I don't know what that even meant. So, but now I'm still working on it, but I know more now. So.
Absolutely. And isn't it great to know a little about what to expect for your future as well, because now hey, not only should I go back and sing again and maybe even create more beautiful music, but now I need to write a book and start thinking about that. And then my show doesn't end because I live happily ever after. There's always going to be a broken girl. In us, there's always a broken little girl that needs to be fixed.
Right.
So your show's not going to end. In fact, I think that it's going to blossom, because then one day you're going to have a little girl. And good.
Oh my God. Because when you said little boy, I was like, no. No offense. No offense if you're around here. I was just like, please, I want a little girl.
You're definitely going to have a little girl. I think you're going to have 2 girls and a boy.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
And you're going to end up loving him more than your girls.
Really?
Yes.
Why do you say that?
Because and I don't know if I mentioned this in your last reading, but that's the little boy that you lost in your past life.
Oh, wow.
And I just got chills all over.
That is so interesting. Okay.
Yeah. You'll definitely feel a connection. The fear of you not wanting a little boy is because you're fearful of losing that little boy without even knowing about it.
Yeah. Just boys are like mean. No, I'm just kidding.
I have a grandson and I love him.
Yeah, no, I'm sure once no matter if I have a boy or girl, I will,
Actually, my grandson is my son from another life.
Oh, really?
Yes. Yes.
That is so interesting. Do you tell him that?
I do. I did. He heard it on the radio when I talked about it one time. And, a lot of our past children or loved ones or even husbands or lovers, we all connect again every life.
Right.
And so maybe we didn't get here on time, and maybe we can't be with them because they're like so much younger or whatever the case is. But for my grandson, I knew from the moment he was born that he was my child. And we have such a connection. He refuses to call me grandma. He calls me mom. And he loves my daughter, obviously.
Right.
But he wants to be here as much as he possibly can. And when he's here, he's adorable. He's 12 and he's absolutely adorable. He goes, I hate to leave you, Mom. I hate to leave. And it's just, I'm like, oh my God.
So
That's
sweet.
So sweet. So, but I know that he's in really good hands, obviously, because he's, my daughter's son.
Yeah.
And we have a grandbaby, a little girl now, and she's 10 months old now. And she's also from my past life. And it's just like, and she still feels like my granddaughter from a past life, but she's just, oh my God.
You just feel so connected to them at a different level.
Yes,
Interesting.
absolutely.
I feel good about this. I'm a little nervous on the whole Morgan situation. I know in the last episode, I recorded an episode when I found out, so that was a very fresh, very fresh feeling episode. So I think this one's definitely going to be, I don't know, we'll see. Whatever's meant to be. I think I'm not going to put pressure on anything. I think going forward, just trying to, again, what you said, manifest the right one. And if he is truly the person that is supposed to be in my life, he'll make that effort.
Absolutely. Yes, he will. But you have to be open and honest with him.
Yeah.
You both have to be open and honest with each other, because if there's no honesty, then there's no foundation.
Right. I might have to call him after this.
And even if you fear a rejection, I would still put it out there. Because at least you put it out there. And you also have to be and recognize being grateful for the times that you guys were together. Focus more on the positive and what was great about the relationship than the mistakes.
Yeah. Yeah. We always focus on the mistakes. So
they're easier.
Yeah.
It's easier to focus on fear. It's easier to focus on the mistakes. It's easier to fight. It's harder to bring peace into your life, and it's harder to really focus on truly loving each other and talking about that love. And here's the thing, because if he was to die tomorrow, or if you were to die tomorrow, would you guys be okay with that?
Right.
It's, so.
Yeah. Okay, we have a lot to figure out. I'll call him after this.
Yay.
Well, where can people find you or reach out if they're interested in getting a reading with you?
So so I have a website. My website is YeseniaBerbiar.com. And you can also reach me through healingheartshealingsouls.com. And due to COVID, a lot of my readings I'm doing through WhatsApp, so virtual readings through WhatsApp, which works really great. It is in this room. This is the background that you'll see. And then if you do want to wait until you can see me in person, I am occasionally seeing people in person, but you have to wear a mask when you come in.
Yeah. Oh,
and
sorry. I'm like not worriing about
No, well, I was tested too several times.
Okay. I know I've been tested like 5 times. I go like every week.
But just remember, when you do come see me, bring your phone so you can record the reading so that you can listen to it after. Because like Stephanie says, if she didn't listen to it, she probably already forgot about what the first thing that we talked about today. And I clearly forget what we talk about. So like 5 minutes after you leave, I'll probably have a glass of wine, and then I forget about the reading.
Right.
But I do have champagne for us today.
Oh, yay. Like last time, too. We did have champagne last time. Awesome. And then please follow me at Stephanie Megan, or go to brokegirltherapy.com. All that is there. I didn't want to cuss. I got nervous. I'm like, all that is. Okay. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Broke Girl Therapy.